Hi everyone, this is Lo and I'm going to cast this WWPC game between Turinturambar and Mephi. Just a reminder, WWPC means Worldwide People Championship, and current champion is Turinturambar and the challenger is Mephi. So yeah, we have Turinturambar is in bottom right as yellow Cybran going second air, and on the top left we have green Seraphim Mephi going second air, and we can see difference in build orders here that Turinturambar making two less pigeons, so interesting. Okay, let's set this up like this. So Turin sends two first of his engineers to Hydro, and Mephi sends second engineer for reclaim, very important one, 300 reclaim here, and then engineer will go to the middle. And for Seraphim, it's actually a very good map for Seraphim, and Mephi chose to be Seraphim. He can help winning middle with hover artillery. He will not have to drop anything or bring air units like bombers or jesters. Oops. And this map was chosen by Mephi as well, and you can see that Turinturambar said that he wanted to pick this map. So that's gonna be interesting. So let's see, Hydro is already up for Turinturambar and is gonna make double air factory. We'll see how his power balance will be after factories will be finished. Pretty much the same for Mephi, but both factories will be completed almost on the identical time. As eventually a difference between build orders is very minor. Two Mantises are going to the right, but ACU is also going there. One tank protecting this expanding engineer here, going to the bottom for Mephi. So first Inceptor not going anywhere here. Early Scout going away for Mephi, and he is also going for a bomber. So let's see what else. Turin adds another land factory, and Mephi adds another air factory. So really not much land factories for Mephi, and naval factory already being added by Turinturambar. Okay, let's see if Mephi will scout anything at all with his bomber. I mean he needed to scout with the scout. Oh, I guess it was scouted before here, and this engineer gonna die. Air numbers are much better for Turinturambar, so it's very dangerous, and it probably is a mistake for Mephi trying to protect this bomber. He need to run away with his intercept, and that's what he is doing. He has two scouts on the bottom, and actually bomber is still alive, but Turinturambar is winning air despite that you can see that Mephi is going pretty heavy air, but his bomber is very successful. And he won engineer fight in the mid. No, it was not engineer fight, it was a bomber. And Mephi gets middle. Mephi gets 4 engineer kills, maybe even more. but Turinturambar wins air control, and Turinturambar seems to be quicker on Navy. So yeah, 5 engineers, very good for Turinturambar, and he's going for early frigates, and that may not give Mephi any chance to abuse his artillery here. And 3 Nexus and Reclaim in the middle, only temporary, belong to Mephi. And we see a transport being built here that will definitely be used to transport engineer to the middle, to here maybe, and no, not needed here, maybe here. So yeah, very important. We can see a submarine being built for Mephi and another submarine. Air is still under control for Turinturambar, and Jester is dealing nice damage. 2 Jesters already. Transport is not being microed, and it will take quite some time for engineers to load in and do their thing. A little bit paranoid here, or maybe just really wanted that 300 reclaim here by Mephi. I said that mainly because you usually want to walk here and grab those mass extractors, and only reason to go here is to block this choke point so units can't run through. So 1 frigate is dead, and another frigate will die soon, and a 3rd sub will be built. And Turinturambar, let's see his mass income. He is ahead on mass income. Numbers were mass reclaim, and this is total mass collected, so Mephi is winning. So right now by mass income, Turinturambar is leading. That's mainly because of Jesters. Oh, and now this Mantis is sneaked through despite all this like trying to be protected against raids, and that will be very annoying because Jester did die, but now there is a Mantis, and somehow I guess it was a Jester who finished up his naval factory, and now we see Tech 2 air from Turinturambar. He did catch up on power. Interestingly, oh, he changes his mind with his ACU. I thought he was going to go middle, and yeah, not microing very well here with this Mantis. Mephi is not giving up on his naval, but he does not see torpedo point defense that Turinturambar has, and if he is going to suicide his submarines, that will be big mass gift. Well, actually, you can see how first volley was completely protected by Seraphim submarine torpedo defense. Each submarine has torpedo defense that can kill 1 torpedo, and only fires like once in 20 seconds. In terms of eco, Mephi was ahead on first mass extractor, but now Turinturambar is rapidly catching up with his upgrades here, and he's going for Corsairs, which is a little bit weird and a little bit dangerous, because let's see, air numbers is 22 or something interceptors and 24 for Mephi. Mephi is not spending his eco on Tech 2, he is spending his eco to get more interceptors, so that can be pretty bad. But Corsairs are also very powerful units. They can fight air, though not very good. They can snipe things like economy. I mean, if somehow there would be Tech 2 pigeon that would get sniped, he can also hit things and run away. So is there a Tech 2 pigeon for Turinturambar? Looks like there is not. Yeah, Corsairs now are being used to defend against hover RT. And Mephi is pushing forward with his commander, and he has no anti-air, but he does have a lot of air. And actually very important here, Turinturambar is doing a lot of progress here. I mean, he's forcing his opponent to make a PD, and that might not even get constructed in time. And he's gonna get those 3 mexes. He's denying 5 mexes. And Mephi wants to do the same, but it can be dangerous. But Turinturambar is realizing that he also needs to get more air, and he's making more air factories and more interceptors. And first Tick 2 pigeon for Turinturambar is here, trying to harass middle with artillery, but Raider and Factory and some Mantis are able to prevent that. Not going super fast with his ACU to get maxes, but gonna construct Factory in retreat. Retreating with ACU probably means that Turinturambar is pretty confident in his advantage over Mephi, and that's correct. He has advantage here, and not all air that Mephi had was in one place, so this is very unfortunate here. First Tech 2 engineer is here, and no Tech 2 pigeon for Mephi, but now he's trying to upgrade his commander. He does have enough. Oh, that's that can be dangerous. I mean, he really need to... Oh, you can see TMD in work here, but it's all got killed now. Finton submerge, yes, and use deck gun DPS. Yeah, that was smart. And now torpedo bombers are here damaging this ACU. Very, very dangerous now for Mephi, and it does look like Mephi is gonna die here. Ground firing with Corsairs, let's see. Yeah, and it's actually working. Ground fire with Corsairs, and that's GG in the first game. I mean, the first air fight went badly for Mephi, and because of that he lost middle, and he was heavily harassed by jesters. Even though he himself was harassing well with first bomber. Yeah, bad luck with the first air fight, but he just really had less air, I think. Or the positioning wasn't perfect. I guess the best would be to not fight. But he decided to fight. So this was Mephi's map choice, and Turinturambar takes first map.